Well, here we are, and we just got our lumber to do our raised beds. We definitely went as thickness as much as we could, and the budget allowed to. We doing rough cuts, 12 by 2 by 10. That's the length of the raised beds that we're going to be doing, and they're going to be 4 feet wide. We're gonna do a whole bunch of it today, and hopefully set it out in the garden. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is melting quite fast. So we're not gonna be able to do all of them. I just set it down all of them today, but hopefully we get to put them all together today. So long day ahead. We'll bring you along as we make progress. I gotta tell you, mosquitoes are out. Look, I got one biting me. Pfft, evil thing. Oh gosh. So I got the thermocell too. The first one that we're gonna be doing is for the strawberries. That's the one that I want to do first, and I'm gonna be doing that in there. One's gonna be here for the carrots. The carrots, I gotta put the metal mesh underneath in case any volts decide to munch on my carrots. That's not going to happen. So I'm going to be doing that in here, and the remainder will be on the other side. So stay tuned, and before we even start, I got to go out inside and have lunch because I am hungry. All right, so the first raised bed is done, at least the framing, and apparently Miss D likes the way it came out and lasts as well.
It looks good. I love it.
Yeah. So like I said before, it's 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 12 inches high. So I think it's plenty of space for whatever we decide to put in there. So let's set it up on the ground and continue to work.
Yeah, we're good.
What are you doing, people?
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Putting things together. Guess I don't know.
Laz, what are you doing?
Helping Dad build the new farming
I need
area.
screws.
The garden area here.
Well, it goes without saying that we are a bit on the tired side. We put together, 3 raised beds. The suckers are big,
Heavy.
very heavy. We're using very heavy wood.
There's so many mosquitoes.
There are a lot of mosquitoes. But we stop at 3. Well, it goes without saying that we are a bit on the tired side. We put together, 3 raised beds. The suckers are big,
Heavy.
very heavy. We're using very heavy wood.
There's so many mosquitoes.
There are a lot of mosquitoes. But we stop at 3 because the area that we put it in, it's still, the ground is melting right now, and it's just muddy. I was sinking.
Muddy.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. You guys can see my boots
filthy. I was not wearing the proper shoes.
No, she was not.
It's okay.
So we put 3. We halfway through. We have another 3 that we gotta put together. Everything is cut. Everything is, all we have to do is just screw it in place, and that's it. Yep. But for right now, I think that's enough. We have the trailer empty already, ready for whatever comes next. But definitely the garden is taking shape. I was telling Dee today, I was like, hey, For the first time, we actually are ahead of the game, and we should keep it that way.
I'm glad one of us feels that way.
Well, we are. We really are. Honestly, you can't, do anything until the very end of next month, because we can get another freeze fairly easy, and then we lose everything. So what we're doing is getting everything ready. The ground cannot be tilled yet, because again, it's just mud. It's just mud everywhere.
I mean, a little bit more drainage, a little bit more dry, but everything's melting fast. So
Melting really fast. So I would say another 2 weeks minimum, and I can till the ground for the potatoes. That is the earlier crop that we do, the potatoes, and then after that, everything else. But yeah, everything is going smooth, y'all, except for the price of lumber.
That's astronomical.
I was like, oh my God.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was still bad for what we got. So.
Yeah. So anyway, that's our Saturday for y'all. Working. We may actually try to push the remaining 3 raised beds. Maybe try to push it early in the morning when the ground is semi-frozen and we don't sink in as much. That way, all we have to do after that is just get good dirt, put it on the raised beds, and ready to go. And then till the ground and then put the seeds in there and everything else. But I think, in my opinion, the hardest part is getting the infrastructure put together.
Yep.
That's usually the hardest part. And in the previous videos I show you all, our quail infrastructure is ready to go. Raised beds are here now, which is the hardest part, is getting the material and putting it together, and obviously put it in the ground. Halfway done. Halfway we will try tomorrow morning. And then the chicken coop.
That's a whole nother ball.
That's another whole ball game. But the projects never end, y'all.
Nope.
Being or try to live as self-sufficient as possible is not as easy as people think. It is a lot more complicated. It takes a lot of financial commitment and financial finesse. Very important.
Yep.
Because sometimes you want to do something and you just can't. And then it's either do that or run out of time, or just don't do it until next time. So keep all of those things in mind. But if you can do it, do it. And don't procrastinate.
That's what I say. Don't wait.
Don't wait, because you may have the chance to do it today. Tomorrow,
We don't know.
who knows where you're going to be. All right, guys. With that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like always, rock on, prep on, and we shall see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.